Hi everyone, it's Vahid. I want to thank everyone that signed the letter stating that as Gaza burns, injustice against one is injustice against all. Last Tuesday, I believe on January 8th or 9th, I submitted the signatures of over 1,300 individuals and 40 organizations to the steering committee and the coalition to stop killer robots. This week, we have had additional 500 signatories. Now it's close to 1,800 signatures asking for the campaign to stop killer robots to provide us with a response as to the content of that letter. The letter itself and the link for you to sign it is going to be below this video. I want to highlight a couple of things. You know, over the years, my previous organization, Ethics in Tech, received grants from Campaign to Stop Killer Robots. That's their old sign. We did a number of events. Members of the steering committee participated in those events at various locations. And, you know, as long as we were a champion for the cause, they had no issue with providing us with support. Now that we are criticizing the role of autonomous weapon systems, AI, and bombs and drones that are being used against the defenseless population in Gaza and Palestine, they're simply asked us to remain silent. They retaliated against one of their employees, Osman Noor, and basically now they're gaslighting me, even though I provided them with tens of videos. Their members of the steering committee have blocked me on their Instagram. Stop Killer Robots campaign has blocked me on Instagram. And this is not the first. It's amazing. When I was a champion for human rights issues and talked about dehumanization by these autonomous weapons and issues related to Iran or Russia or elsewhere in Ukraine war, these organizations had no issue with my content. They had no issues with me picking on these countries, the axis of evil countries. Now that I openly criticized the U.S. government, that I have criticized the Israeli government, now that I have criticized the corporate entities such as Amazon Web Services and tech companies and their billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk of the world, well, I'm gaslighted from both the tech community and the human rights organizations. The fact is, the emperor has no clothes, and neither do these human rights organizations that talk about dehumanization. When they see the dehumanization of millions of people in Gaza, over 100,000 that are either injured, displaced, and dead under the rubble, the 2 million that are displaced, the 90% that are starving, that are thirsty for clean water, that have no access to health care, that have no access to shelter, no access to education, the biggest human catastrophe and a genocide. These people expect us to remain silent. I'm sorry, it's not just the emperor that has no clothes. It's also these Western human rights organizations. You know, as Gaza burns, it's not just the people that live there that burn. It's also these Western human rights organizations that have shown their lack of humanity. We have an important event coming up on February 10th with a number of global participants. Please mark the date, February 10th. It'll be live streamed on our YouTube channel. You're welcome to watch it, provide us with feedback. Please sign this letter. I know our numbers are still less than the number of dead in Gaza. Maybe if it reaches that same number, then the Stop Killer Robots campaign will reply back to us. Currently, there's over 1,700 signatories, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you for signing the letter. Thank you, and wishing you all peace and solidarity with people that are suffering from war and injustice.